Hello, everyone. Good morning. Welcome to episode 5 of Will I Find Content for UX? I think I should rename it to Will I Find Content for UX videos. So, today, what we are going to do is, or what I am going to do is try to refine these presentations for the CRISPR videos. I think I need to find a different title. And for those who are new, watching this for the first time, what will I find content? These are live streams that I do every day, and they last anywhere between 40 to 50 minutes, and sometimes it goes maybe a little more than an hour. And the objective is for me to find and curate content for my UX videos. All right, and in the meantime, also learn new things for myself and also share some of the things that I have learned in the past or recently. Right, so that's the objective for these live streams to find and curate content for my shorter UX videos, and also while talk about concepts maybe in depth, right, for the topics that I am curating content. And this week we are creating content for on two topics, and or we are finding content for two topics. One is a framework called users content and context. I know this content is very redundant. But yeah, the second topic is integration and iteration, which is again something in information architecture. And both of these topics this week fall under information architecture. Right. So today we are mainly gonna just curate, or I'm gonna just mainly curate or refine the depth that I'll be using to talk about these topics. We're not gonna, most likely, we're not gonna talk about anything new, and because of that, I'm not sure whether this will be a very short live stream or will this be a very long live stream. And of course, if you are following or watching this video or have been watching this video the last 4 days, I don't think you'll find any new content. Right. So just to set those expectations. Right. But if you are new, if you are watching this for the first time, you may find some new content in today's live stream. And also five is episode five. This is episode five. Five is my wife's favorite number, and I asked her to watch today's live stream. Uh, I don't know if she is watching, but let's see. Um, cool. Now, let's get started with users content and context. Just to recap, why should you use this framework? I think maybe I'll do a dry run also for the main video. Of course, when I say dry run, it's a trial run, more like, and see what works and what doesn't work, or what might work or what might not work. So let's get into it. So the agenda for this is why should you use this framework? And of course, we are trying a new format in OBS where I have the video on top left, but the screen is smaller, right? So that nothing is hidden behind my video. And of course, we have a background as well, a new background as well, so that it's not empty, it's just black. So that's something I thought I'll just share. But in terms of the agenda itself, I'll try to zoom in because the screen share part of it is much smaller now. So because of that, I'll try to zoom into things as much as possible. I also want to find there is a native zoom in Mac. I don't know what's the shortcut or the gesture for it. I'll look it up and probably use that as well so that I can zoom in the entire screen instead of zooming in side of an application. For example, right now I'm zooming inside of Figma, but there is some way to just zoom in and zoom out the entire window. Right. But anyway, I tend to also, if you are new again, I tend to digress a lot. And again, that's the, I think, format of these live streams. Do not have anything, that is very rigid or not a very rigid structure. Just keep it free flowing. bounce my thoughts and see how things work. And then also a couple of notes for myself. I watched clips from these live stream to see what I am doing well, what I am not doing well. So something that I have observed this week, a couple of things that I observed is I tend to go into a very serious mode or keep a very serious face while I talk about it, and it kind of looks like maybe it's not very entertaining, right? Or it's not very pleasant for you guys. And I also want it to be a little more dramatic and then I want to keep a more smiling face. So it's easy for you guys, maybe. You can tell me whether that is something, that makes a difference, right? Keeping a serious face versus um, a very smiling, grinning face. That is one thing. And the second thing that I noticed is I'm not enunciating the words well. And sometimes the words are very not clear in the audio. Right. So that is also something that I want to focus on. Let's say I'll keep working towards these two things, and if I observe anything next week, I'll certainly share it. And if you guys also observe anything, just let me know. Like, see, I am right now very conscious about whether I'm keeping a serious face or a smiling face, and yeah, I don't know that it might take some time. But anyway, coming back to the agenda that we were talking about. So the topics or the way that I am breaking down users content and context videos is why should you use this framework? And I'm still not sure whether this should be called as a framework or a principle or something else. Maybe I'll update that as well. Now, are there any tangible outputs for this framework? So I'm not sure. So I put maybe. So I also talked about something called a quiet framework in one of the videos, one of the earlier videos. So I think I'll still keep it maybe. Um, but what I'll do is I'll probably duplicate this. But anyway, before that, the last item that I will be talking about are examples of how this is applied. And the example that I am taking for users content and context is Spotify. Right. So that's how I'm going to break this down. Now let's look at the content under each topic itself. Why should you use this framework? Now, one is it helps everyone, and when I say everyone, I mean uh, designers, engineers, product managers, or any other stakeholders, right, business stakeholders, to be aligned with the bigger picture because the context part of this framework is all about what are the business goals, what are the users' goals, as a product, what are the different pieces that we need to consider. For example, when you are, um, let's say there are features A, B, C, D, E, right? And if you are making a change in feature A, does it impact any of those other features, right? Maybe it affects feature C, D, and so on. And what should you consider if it affects the features C and D? Right. So that's all about what goes around. What are the impact areas? Is it aligned to the business goals? Does it have any impact to the business goal, both negatively and positively? And if it is negatively, how do you address that and so on? Right. And I wanted to put the Venn diagram for users, content, and context. So let me do that as well. And yesterday there was some bug in Kindle which did not let me search. But yeah, today let's see if they have fixed it. Okay, users, content, context. Hmm. Okay, let me see if there's something that comes up with a comma. No. Okay. Okay, I am trying to find that Venn diagram. It is shown, I think, at the beginning of the whatever the book, I guess. Mhm. Let's see. Okay, no, this is not it. Okay, okay, let me see. I think it may be around this page number 40. Yeah, I know. Sometimes this problem of space. Let's see if it is part of understanding accessibility or experience goals. Oh, okay, I'm looking at the wrong. Uh, okay, I'm looking inside a wrong book. I was looking inside this interaction design book, but then in fact the diagram is in this information architecture. All right. I think yeah, now we will find it. Yeah, I was very surprised why am I okay, this is the bug that I'm talking about. I'm actually typing, but it is uh, not working. So let me refresh. Okay. Oh, damn. Okay. Think now I have to use Safari. I don't like to use Chrome, uh, especially on my personal laptop. It's kind of from 2015, so it's kind of old. Um, so because of that, in Chrome hogs, what do you call the RAM. I also have difficulty focusing on two things at the same time. That's why I'm struggling to type the password and think out loud and tell you guys what I am trying to do. Okay, it says wrong password. Oops. Let's see. I think I typed the right password. Okay, cool. All right. I'll enter the OTP. Oops, I wanted to check that checkbox. Anyway, so yeah, now hopefully this will work. Of course, I faced the same bug in um, Chrome as well, but it was less intense. Like whenever I refreshed it, I was able to search for it. But in Edge, I'm not able to search for it at all. Um, all right, so let me try and see. And let's see if I am able to. Okay, yes. So yeah, this is what I was looking for, and let's see if Safari has the same bug. I'm gonna try search again. I'm gonna delete this. Okay, let's just search information architecture. Okay, this works here. So maybe they just tested it in Safari and did not test it in Chrome and Edge, and it's very surprising. Or later, maybe this is an automated search, and the automated search did not pick this up. I meant automated test. So what could have happened? Of course, this is off topic. There is something called automated testing, where a bunch of test cases are run across platforms, run across different browsers, or anything for that matter. All right, and the test results are produced, and they can be I don't know, predictable or unpredictable, depending on how well they are written. Right. So in this case, what could have happened is they ran the tests in all of these browsers and probably did not cover this specific scenario of searching and then removing the search text and then searching again. And or maybe it worked when the system tested it programmatically, but it's not working when a human is trying to reproduce the same scenario. Right, all of those things could have happened. But again, like I said, this is off topic. Right. Now, coming back to this, I want to take a screenshot of this. I don't know if I should, make it more on brand to put in my videos, and I probably should talk about what is this before I talk about why, so that it's a little more, oops, relatable. I accidentally clicked on the Chrome icon. I think I should just remove this options. Yes, do not keep it dark. Okay, now I'm making a copy of this. What is this? Yeah, I was tempted to say what the hell is this, uh, but anyway. All right. Yeah, maybe I don't know. Maybe I should make it a little more on brand. I don't know, for some reason my this thing is not working. I don't know. I'm pressing. Okay. For some reason this thing. Okay, okay, fine, it's working. Yeah, I was not able to deselect this. All right, so let me see how I can reproduce this. I think I can. Okay. Oh yeah, cool. Control R, Command R. Yeah, okay. So I want to hide the rulers here. Let's see how I can hide it. Rulers. Okay, Shift R. Cool. Um, all right. Yeah, I need to come up with a color palette for the brand. But until then, it's, yeah, and I also have a dilemma. I really like what's going on with this orange and green theme. Um, but I don't know if I should shift to this orange and green theme from this colorful theme that I am using on the logo. But yeah, I've not decided anything yet. I think I'll keep a fill and okay, yeah, not a stroke. Let's see. I think this will be fun. Um, yeah, this is good. What I want to do is okay, not multiply screen overlay. Okay, difference. Not bad. Oops. Lighten. Okay, I think I'm gonna duplicate one more and just say normal or pass through and then put this behind this and try changing the color to this. Okay, okay, this is about this. If I put it to low. Oh, so let me try this one. Okay, lighten is not working. Screen is not working. Color dodge. Not bad. Yeah, I think maybe it should be on top. Yes. Okay. It's horrible. I guess. I think this is gonna take some time. Color burn. Yeah, I think Figma is kind of bad at this. Okay, so what I am going to do is instead of wrestling with this, I am going to say pass through for all of them and going to create. Okay, first let me do this. Alright, that's funny. Okay, so I'm gonna say 80 pixels of overlap. Oops, mine is 80. Alright, let me shift a little in my chair. Yeah, I think this is gonna take a while, and I don't know if I should just spend this much time in creating this. I may not even show this in the video, but yeah, let me see how should we do this. Okay, even for this, I'll do this. Okay, now if I convert all of these ellipses, just remove the fill and add an outline. Yeah, I think this is good. I don't know if I should have more overlap with the this thing. Hmm, maybe a little less. Yeah, I think this is good. Now what I am going to do is make a copy of this and ungroup it. Yes. Um, okay. I think I will duplicate this and then say intersection. Okay. Okay, let me fill this area and mm, okay. Alright, I think it became the intersection of the outlines. So what I want to do is I want to fill all of them. Okay, that's good. We still have only three. Um, alright. Yeah, I don't know how good or how big. Oops, the live stream thing is. Ah, okay, it's not bad. Okay, yeah, this is why I want to find a way to zoom into the windows so that you can read these text. I don't know if you guys can read this text. I'll watch today's live stream and see if it is readable, especially on mobile. I'm sure it's not readable. Anyway, now coming back, I selected these two. I'm duplicating them, and I am saying intersect. Okay, now I got what I wanted for this one. Now I'm going to select these two and duplicate it, and then I'm going to select do intersect. Now what happened is, if you guys not able to follow, this is what is happening. Basically, I can show a difference of this intersection. Not that it matters much in this specific scenario, but it just looks more interesting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do select all of this and then duplicate them and then say intersect. Now this thing is there. Okay. This is great. This is excellent. This is what I was looking for. Mm. Yeah, I mean, looking at this, I think if I have more colors, it will give me more opportunities to play around with those colors, obviously. Okay, I think I should use maybe slightly different blue. Yeah, more vibrant blue. And for this, I think I will use maybe a green. Yeah, I think I should do green. That's great. Yeah, I know the colors are very jarring. I have to maybe make them a little less jarring, and I think in the screen share they will look completely different than what I am looking at. So that's also there. I think I'll use something oranges. Yeah, ooh, it's too colorful, but I think it's okay. Um, Alright, yeah, what is missing is the intersection between these two. Alright, I'll duplicate and I'll say intersect. And then let's find a color for this. We have enough colors. I think we're running out of colors. Yeah, I think this is fine. Alright, this is good, I guess. But I think I want to make some of these colors darker. Yeah, and yeah, these two as well. I want sky blue maybe. Yeah, this I think is fine. It's still a little more unique. Yeah, let's look at the color wheel, and I think yeah, we should go by that. So I think I'll choose orange, red, and purple for the outer circles. So let me do that. Orange, purple, yeah, orange, purple. Okay, red. I think that is good. Now, because the outer colors are warm colors, I think inside we should use hues of green. So let me use different hues of green. I think they have to be a little subtle. I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. Okay. Or maybe I should use a blue. Blue might be too much. Yeah, maybe yellows are fine. Let's try yellows. Yeah, I think yellows are fine. I think I'll use different yellows. We'll obviously change the color of the center. Maybe that can be blue. Um, yeah, I'm using slightly different yellow hues or golden yellows or oranges. I know I don't want to call them orange. Yeah, maybe a more subtle yellow. Yeah, this is slightly a grayish yellow. Okay, I think this is okay. Now the center, I think, can be blue because that is the smallest of the lot. Yeah, I think this is okay. Yeah, I don't like this one. Let's see if we can come up with this. A little slightly better color. Or I think they can all be yellow because there is a difference. Yeah, so this is good. Let's put text on it. Yeah, I don't mind all caps. Usually I'm against all caps, but in this case I think it sends the message across. Maybe I will reduce the font size because this is all caps. I think it's a little jarring. Um, yeah, I'm really curious about how my face looks when I am trying to find these things, and I think a white might be. Yeah, I think white is good. Users, content. Yeah, maybe I need to reduce the font size for this. And yeah, I'd really like to have some animation to these things when I am talking about them. But I don't know again if I'll be able to spend that time to animate. For example, these three circles can come from a single circle. Right, so imagine, oops, I'm feeling hungry. So imagine, all of these three circles come out of this one circle. That'll be really cool to animate. So yeah, I definitely need the text from this, but can I copy? Okay, I don't think I can. Let me go back. Right. Hmm. Okay. So Mac OS and even iPhones, they recently released this really cool feature where you can copy text. But again, it doesn't work right after I pay. Oops. Right after I take the screenshot. So I just take it and save it. Go to desktop. Yeah. So here I'm able to copy this text. But yeah, many times it doesn't exactly like for example there are spelling mistakes. Uh, but yeah, I think it's a sacrifice. It's a small sacrifice to make. Yeah, I'm using Montserrat. I'm just realizing that. Yeah, today I'm doing that thing where I do not enunciate well. So this becomes what? Frame selection. Yeah, I generally like to stick to frames and auto layout size. Never use groups because they are horrible to maintain. Okay, I don't know if I should style this, make it more prominent or more interesting. But yeah, I'll worry about it later. But let's just quickly do a spell check. Is there a way I can do spell check? Hmm, I cannot. Okay, business, goals, funding, politics, culture, technology, resources. Yeah, it looks like it doesn't have any errors, spelling errors. And I think I put it in the wrong place. Should be next to context. I'll put it here and maybe so it isn't too close. Uh, okay, audience, tasks, needs, information, seeking behavior, experience. Yeah, this is kind of generic. Okay, yes, what's happening is they have a hard return here, and that's why it's not coming out or wrapping properly. It was not wrapping properly. Cool, so that is good. And documents, data types, yeah, content. It's very interesting, yeah. I'd highly encourage everyone to read this book, anyone who's involved in any product development, because it changed the way I keep saying this every time I talk about this book, because it really changed the way I look at user experience, I look at designs. Uh, and I started seeing designs more in terms of content that is displayed on the screen rather than the visual things that appears on screen. So yeah, now I think there is just too much orange going on. So maybe I will change this. I think I should change this thing into something else. Let's change it to this. Doesn't matter. Okay, yeah, that's very jarring. I think this is okay. Yeah, I like it. I'm sorry. Burps. Okay, that is good. I'm liking this. I don't know. Do you know what you guys feel? Let me know if you have any suggestions or something obvious that I am missing out. Yeah, I mean, even though there are too many colors going on, I still like it. Maybe I'll change this color or this orange as well. Yeah, yeah, I think this is coming together. Yeah, it's not actually visually centered, the diagram, even though the diagram is accurately centered. So if I have to show you guys, if I select, it has equal margin 704 and 704. In fact, let me Google and find out how to zoom. Okay, this is Chrome. I do not want Chrome. Keep opening Chrome. Okay, so if I go to Edge, okay, how to zoom in on Mac OS. Okay, press these three keys together, Option, Command, equal sign. How to magnify your screen with the zoom feature. Yes, okay, okay. So it looks like okay, basic zoom control, okay, command, option, okay. Accessibility. Okay, let me go to the settings. They're saying I have to enable this inside settings. And accessibility. Zoom. Use scroll gesture. Okay. Okay, I think I'll use scroll gesture and let's see how. Oh, okay. Okay, command toggle zoom. Command option. Oh, okay. Okay, I think I like this. I think this is good. I will remove this gesture. Okay, so if I zoom in, yes, this is great. And if I, okay, yeah, so this is what I was talking about, right? So it is equal from both sides, 704, and on this side is also 704. But visually, when I go back, I think this will need a little getting used to. If I go back, visually this does not look like it is. This does not visually look like it is the center of this canvas. Alright, so what I am going to do maybe is slightly move. Yeah, I think maybe now it looks visually centered. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to toggle back. Yeah, this is good. I wish there was some gesture uh, that I can use so it's easier. But anyway, yeah, I think this is good. I think we are good with this. What I do not like is the jarring yellow. Let's see if we can. I don't think we can play with that. Hmm. Yeah, let's not worry about it. Um, yeah, this is cool. The next item is okay. Why should you use this framework? Yeah, think the picture. Think about a design. Think, uh, yeah, content focus starts with content. Yes, okay. So what I want to do is, yeah, I want to use as less text as possible on the screen and talk about those bullet points. I think it is a recommended best practice. Now, what I want to do is, I don't know if you should keep this orange or not keep this orange. Yeah, maybe I will use this magenta in the second slide, or maybe this thing. Let's just use this. Okay, guess it's good. Um, all right, this is great. Now, big picture, I will convert it into an auto layout. Okay, okay, uh, okay, fine. I wanted to know how to change both of these together. All right. Yeah, I think this is a good spacing. Now, yeah, I need to get some pre-made graphics that I can reuse, uh, so that I don't have to do this every time. Uh, okay. think I'll use this. Yeah, I'm getting really hungry. Yeah, I'm thinking if you should do two live streams today. I was gonna say Friday, mm, but yeah, I'm not sure. Okay, big picture. Maybe this can be blue on blue. But yeah, that blue is jarring, really jarring. Okay. Mm. Yeah, I think this is big picture. Yeah, I think I'll just make this content driven. Right, I think I'll maybe add some graphics. Let's see if we can find something on Freepik. Right. Mm-hmm. Okay. I mean, this is something similar to what I had in mind, but I don't want so many graphics. I just want these lines. Maybe I'll just take a screenshot of this and just recreate it here. Yeah, there should be a way to just say trace this or create vector graphics from this. Okay, I think this is good. Okay, this is great. Yeah, I think over the years I have um, trained myself to be efficient in coming up with these designs. I know that sounds like I'm bragging, but what I am trying to say is, yeah, maybe I'm not doing this for now. Yeah, yeah, what I am really trying to say is, I think everyone should evolve, I guess. If you are a designer, see how you can, um, you know, make your workflow faster. Observe, what takes the most time in your design steps. For example, I used to struggle a lot, I still do, but not as much as I used to, with colors. Right, and then I studied color theory, and there are a few color schemes that I use repeatedly, and one of my favorites is complementary color scheme, which is basically taking the opposite colors of the opposite sides in the color wheel, and the ratio to use those two colors is is like two to two to three. Sorry, 2 to 5, 2 to 6. Basically, you have to use one color, let's say around 10 to 20%, and the other color 90 to 80% on your designs, right? And that's how complementary colors are to be used. So that is something that I try to use more frequently, and the easiest thing to use is an analogous color scheme. You just take colors adjacent to each other in the color wheel, and then you can there is no proportion on how to use it. You can use them in equal proportions, and you can hardly go wrong even if you don't use them in equal proportions. Right, so that is something that you also use, and that's what today I did with this one. Right, so I used adjacent colors on the outside. When I zoom in, it looks horrible, but in a more zoomed out, I guess, in a more whole picture, I think it still looks nice. And I have used some aspects of there is something called a triad or triangulated. I don't remember the exact name of that color scheme, where basically you take, let me open the color B. Right, so if I go here, say color B, Right, so a triadic, I think it's what is it is called. Let me zoom in. I'm sure this is already okay. Let me zoom. Okay. Yeah, so you basically pick, let's say, this yellow, red, and this blue. Basically, it forms a triangle, almost an equilateral triangle on the color wheel, and there is a proportion to use there as well. Um, but yeah, here this is more of a complementary color. Basically, reds and blues are generally opposite. I think this color wheel is inaccurate. Let me go back and find maybe a different color wheel. I think this may be a little more accurate. So if you see, almost orange and red hues are opposite to the blue hues, right? And that's why I've used this small center section as blue, but it's still not working. You're not supposed to use on top of each other, right? Are very near to each other. But I think it's okay. I mean, this is the brand that I am trying to build for Govs. Govz. I'm still working on the pronunciation, whether I should call it or pronounce it Govz, Govz or Govs. Yeah. Anyway, coming back to this, this is fun. Uh, yeah, I think I will add this inside this. I think this is a yeah, this is a frame. Alright, so I'll put this like this. Maybe increase or maybe decrease. Yeah, this is good. And increase, yes, and increase the margin also. Alright, now what I want to do is the picture, and this is content driven, and I want to use a different color box. Maybe I can use an L bar. Yeah, really good. And maybe I should use this is good. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I think I don't care at this point how this will turn out, if this is polarizing or if this is fun, if this is completely bad. Right? Any of those things are possible. hmm Yeah, I think this is good. But what I want to try is maybe this. Yeah, I think so. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. Mm. But I want a little overlap on this as possible. What can I do? Maybe I think I can. Maybe I can find some green. I don't know. Hmm. I think green is good. Um, Maybe I'll change the blue to something else. Maybe purple. Yes, it becomes too jarring. So I'll change it to. Yeah, maybe I'll just keep it black. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I still feel like there's just too much going on, and I don't know if I should use everything is a sharp edge, so I don't know if I should use a rounded edge for this, because in the previous slide we have a lot of those roundness going on. Uh, okay, maybe that will. Yes. Okay, yeah, I think this is not so bad. I still feel like I will use yeah, some subtle animations and put them on the screen. Uh, yeah, and I don't know if I should do this. Ooh, dang, that's nice. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it becomes too much. Maybe subtle. Yeah, this is something I have to do at the. Um, yeah, maybe I don't want to do this. Yeah, I'll not worry about it for now at least. Yeah, this is good. What I don't like about this is the black color on this one, and also I think I should um, reduce the opacity for this. Hmm. Yeah, I think this is making sense now. Maybe I will choose the same thing for this. Yeah, I think this is fine. I mean, it is jarring, but that's what I am going for. Just let it be going. Okay. Maybe you can increase the margin. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I think this is good. This is great. Yeah, the next one is, yeah, for this, I don't know if I want to make a slide, and if I make a slide, I want to put some content. Um, yeah, I definitely want to talk about something we do in our office, something called a quiet step, where we break this down, uses content context into um, further smaller chunks, and then there is a tangible output for those smaller chunks. All right. Um, yeah, maybe I'll talk about that. We'll see. Yeah, and I want to start collecting screens and put those screens on the video when I talk about them. All right. Yeah, I want to stop here because one, I am feeling hungry, and I also feel like I should break this up into smaller videos and smaller sessions. We have been streaming for 50 minutes. All right, this is great. Okay, then I think I'll stop here, and I'll resume maybe in the evening, and I'll see you guys. Yeah, I'm wearing Sonic the Hedgehog t-shirt. Hopefully it'll not be weird. I don't know if you guys are able to see it, but yeah, I don't think you're able to. Basically, those are rings that Sonic is just jumping and trying to catch. But anyway, this was great, and I think we are definitely heading in the right direction. And I'm trying to be as efficient as I can, and also trying to build the brand GUVZ, right? While we talk about it, and I'm definitely enjoying these live streams. This is something that I wanted to do for a long time. Um, and yeah, I think this is great, and I think this is needed for my own personal growth and my career growth as well, and get where I want to get in the future, in the near future, in maybe 3 4 years. I used to say 5 years, but 1 year has passed since I started saying that. So I am going to say 4 years from now. Yeah, this is amazing, and I don't know, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good about this, and until next time, hopefully we'll meet today evening again, and we'll continue to work on. I will continue to work on the content for this. Until then, see you guys.